Hello everyone, welcome back. Emily here. In this week's video, you are going to see my grocery haul for the week, everything that I bought at the store to give you some ideas. And then with those groceries, I also filmed a kebab recipe just to give you something to make for dinner. And then I filmed an ab workout. So I hope you guys enjoy. Okay, I just got done grocery shopping. I'm going to unload all of my bags and then I'll show you what I got. All right, here it is, the grocery haul. So I'll kind of walk you through it. We have our dairy over here. I'm obsessed with Greek yogurt. A friend of mine showed me these probiotics and I'm obsessed with them now. They taste so good. I have one of them a day. They kind of serve as my dessert right now when I have a sweet tooth. Anyways, over here we kind of have our carbs and our grains. I wanted to point out something on the bread. So when you look at the ingredients on bread, where can I find them? That's in Spanish. Okay, when you look at the ingredients on bread, you'll see right here the number one is whole wheat flour. That tells you that this bread is 100% whole wheat. Now, some breads, they'll use white flour and a little bit of wheat flour, but they call it wheat bread. They dye it brown. It looks like wheat bread, but it's not quite. So make sure when you look at the label on your wheat bread, it says whole wheat flour first. Okay, there's no enriched white flour. This is cereal I'm obsessed with. Sorry, this is hard to film and do this, y'all. The fiber is what I'm most happy about with this. You have a lot of soluble and insoluble fiber. It's high in protein. There is a little bit of sugar in it. There's 9 grams. Fat, but we have good fats, so awesome. Love kashi. Over here we have just like some more fats, random things, our proteins. I'm obsessed with tuna fish sandwiches, if you didn't know that about me. Some beef and some chicken for dinner tonight. And then the rest of it is fruits and vegetables, as you can see. I'll talk a little bit more about this, but these are all of my favorites. Avocados are a staple every time I go to the store. Bananas are a staple. Strawberries are a staple. Papaya is a staple. The rest of these I kind of use with meals, like the carrots I'm going to use in smoothies. I'm using the zucchini and the cucumber in kebab, same with the onion, which you guys will see a little bit later tonight. All right, so I want to have a little chat about grocery shopping with y'all. Something I hear a lot is like, Emily, I really want to eat healthy, but then I either go to the store with those people and see what they buy, or I have them send me a video of what they buy, kind of like I did just now. And it's just ironic to me. People want to eat healthy, and that starts at the grocery store with what you buy. However, people will still come home with Oreos and all kinds of goodies, whatever. And it just confuses me a little bit. And don't get me wrong, I'm guilty of this too. I said in my last video, I get some Ben & Jerry's, it happens. However, it starts in the grocery store. I don't know how many of you have seen my plate. I'll try and add a picture right here if I can. I don't really know how to do that yet, so graphic designers or videographers, help me out. But half of your plate that you should be eating at every single meal is fruits and vegetables, okay? Now, if you go to the grocery store and you don't buy fruits and vegetables, how is that going to happen, right? How I see it, if half of your plate should be fruits and vegetables, half of your cart should be fruits and vegetables, okay? I don't know, how I see it too, kind of my analogy that I was thinking of on my drive home. If your goal is to run a mile, let's say in under 7 minutes, but you're running that mile in high heels, okay? The first thing you've got to do to help out your time is take off the high heels and put on some better shoes, okay? Get rid of those things that are holding you back, like the goodies and things that you buy at the store, or even fast food, okay? And give yourself some better tools. When you go to the store, make an effort to buy more fruits and vegetables. If you want to have half of your grains be whole grains, okay, that's a recommendation. Buy whole grains. If you're not buying them, you're not going to be eating them, okay? It's as simple as that. So I know it's hard, but when you go to the store and you see your guilty pleasure food, whatever that may be, do what you can to say no and not buy it, okay? Now, there is a place for goodies. There is a place for sweets. We can't deprive ourselves of that all the time, because a lot of the time people will go into these binge habits if you always are eating only clean things, okay? So something I like to do if I'm going to buy a food that I know if I get it home, I'm gonna eat a ton of it, I try to portion myself out a little bit. So the other day I bought chocolate chip Teddy Grahams because I'm a 5-year-old and I love them, but every time I sat down to eat them, I would get a little plastic bag, pour a little bit in, and when they were gone, and I did not eat any more, okay? However, there was one time that I sat down with the box and I was watching The Office and I just kept eating and eating, and I did not realize how much I was eating because I was watching TV, I was distracted, and then I ended up eating a lot more than I wanted to. So something you can do, use a baggie, use a bowl, but portion yourself out, you know, chips, ice cream, whatever it is, give yourself a limit, and then when it's gone, it's gone. So there's my 2 cents. I'm gonna film what I make for dinner tonight. We're having kebabs, which is one of my favorite things. So yeah, stay tuned for that and stay tuned for the workout as well. Okay, the first thing I'm doing for my kebabs is we're making a tzatziki sauce. It's a Greek cucumber sauce. It's really good. So what I've done is I've taken 2 cucumbers and I went ahead and peeled the skin off of them, and I cut them into these thin slices that you see. Now, the next thing we're going to do is try and get as much water out of these things as you can. This prevents the sauce from being too runny. The best way to do this is to grate the cucumbers up and put them in a very, very fine colander overnight. However, I don't have any of those right now, so we're improvising. So I'm going to take the cucumbers, here, let's open this up, and I'm going to stick them in between paper towels, and I'm just going to press on them for a while and try and get as much water out as I can. You can see it's already getting pretty wet. After I've done this for a while, I'm not going to do it all the way so you guys don't have to sit and watch all of it, but I'm going to leave this for a few hours in between another paper towel. I'll just throw these in the fridge, but I'm just going to try and get the water out like I said, so I'll let that sit for probably a few hours just until I'm ready to make dinner. The next little piece of prep work that I'm doing before I actually cook the meal, I just cut all the beef and the chicken into little cubes. We're doing kebabs, so that is necessary. And I'm going to throw it into this marinade. I'm going to be grilling it, and that tends to dry out the meat a lot, and so marinade helps that a ton. All I did for the marinade, I kind of forgot to buy a couple things for it, so we're improvising. I did olive oil, and then I sliced up a large lemon and squeezed all of that into the bag. I'll add some salt and pepper and let it marinate for a few hours. Also, when I cook, I love to watch TV. If you can name that show, I'm your best friend. Okay, I just cut up some red bell peppers, red onions, and zucchini. I'm gonna go ahead and kebab everything, and then Billy and I are gonna go grill. All right, I'm working on the tzatziki sauce again. So I've added Greek yogurt so far, olive oil, salt, pepper, and dill weed. I forgot to buy garlic. There should have been garlic in there, but oh well, I'm sure it'll still be good. I'm about to add the cucumbers that I was dehydrating from earlier. Going to blend them all up in the blender, and then that'll be it. Oh, and I'll put in the description of this video all of the measurements for these. Honestly, I don't have measuring cups right now since I moved to Texas, so I'm eyeballing everything. So we'll see how it works out. Girl master's at it.
I'm after it.
Hands are your best utensils, what Mama June says. Dinner is served. We've got our kebabs, serving it with some brown rice, some edamame and salt. The tzatziki sauce turned out a little runnier than I had hoped, but still tastes good. And some strawberries. What do you think, Bill?
Perfect. Perfect night.
Okay, moving on to the workout portion. The plan of the day was to do a chest and shoulder workout, but Billy and I ran into an old friend and we ended up learning how to do handstands all day instead. So at the end I did a quick ab workout. That first one was just to get my heart rate up because I hadn't done much prior to that. The one you see right now is an oblique workout. I see sometimes people trying to do this with weights in both hands, but that kind of is counterproductive. So only do weight in one of your hands, not in both. And I stagger my feet a little bit so I'm not standing completely parallel with my feet. This helps just isolate the muscle a little bit better, I think. The last workout I did in my little 3-set superset, so I'm doing all of these without taking breaks in between, but these one are cable crunches. And honestly, these are probably my favorite weighted ab exercise to do when I'm not just using my own body weight. But anyways, that is it for today. I hope you guys found the recipe interesting and the workout useful. Go home and try them.